What's going on, people? Today I have Thunderbolt, the Siyang Culture 001 and 002, which is their versions of Legend class train bots. So these were like a surprise to me. I did not know that they were coming. I saw them on Magic Square's website. So I thought they were Magic Squares at first, and then I saw them on somewhere else, and I saw Siyang Culture. So if I'm saying that right, hopefully. And that's what it is. The box came and that's what it is. But they do share some similarities with Magic Square. So I don't know what Magic Square is doing. I don't know if they just got their hand in all these pots they helping, and or the people's using their factories. I'm not sure, but they are pretty nice though. I do like them. They do have some flaws, but we'll get into that during the review. They transform basically the same, except for the nose cones. The front of the Is it the front or the back of the blue train? I don't know their names either, so don't kill me. No, I think that's the front. Yeah, the blue one, the front is just different on both, but basically everything else is the same.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
Not much to go over as far as accessories. They come with these guns. Their guns are already in their hand in the box, and you have the blue guy's gun, which is right here. They're both just gray plastic. They have this guy's gun, which they do look different, so I'll give them that. They did cast different guns. He has a different gun. This piece right here fell off during transformation, and I have no idea where it goes. I've been looking around for like 10 minutes, and you get the box, no frills. Let me move this over because I'll find out where that goes eventually. Box is just no frills, like it's just a plain kind of box. It does have
Subscribe.
the full set looking, and it looks pretty good. I mean, these guys look good for Legends class train bot. If you wanted that, I didn't know I wanted it, but I guess I'm in for it now. It wasn't, they weren't expensive either, so that's one of the things that I was like, okay, let me just grab them, see what they look like, if these guys pan out. And they do. The plastic's not the greatest, but I mean, what you gonna do? It does have some paint in here. Face, see if I can try to, I don't know how, oh, there we go. I don't know how well, but there's his face, and I know zoom can get iffy. There we go. Come on, Sony. Yeah, so we have that going on. Has some paint here, different paint apps. Green head. The face sculpts are nice. Everything's tight on these guys, but they're not super tight, which makes me believe that it's not Magic Square either. So that's funny. But let me compare these to some actual Magic Square legends. So I got Grimlock here. He's probably supposed to be bigger, but I'm not sure how much bigger. And we have this guy. This isn't Magic Square. He is, I don't know who he is. I forget. That might be McFan's Toys. And we have Perceptor here. Just to show how they scale. If you're good with that, I'm good with that. I don't know if I discussed it in the beginning, but I'm doing both of these together because they do come together and they're pretty simple to transform. And they both transform the same, like I said, except for the nose cone. So we'll just get into articulation. There is a lot of kibble on these guys, so expect that. But you have the arm that moves around. 360 is on a ball joint. Hand goes all the way up, or arm goes all the way up. Got double jointed elbow. Get you the full thing. Bicep swivel. Head, I didn't start with the head. So head spins all the way around. You got all the way up. You can get all the way up if you need it, and not much down. You can get a little bit down. This thing maneuvers so you can get it out of the way. Hand is closed. You got a closed fist, but you can't move it like this. Waist, you do have a up because this is the leg. There's no ab crunch, but you can move this all the way around. And like I said, you can get it up to get it where you want it, but you can move it with it down too. And due to that joint, you do get a little side to side action. All the skirts go up. They must for transformation. One of the elements, you can even get this back piece up and get the splits going. And you can kind of get the hurdles. You do hit some stuff in the back, which is to be expected. Again, knee, you get like 90 degrees. When you have this stuff down how it's supposed to be, it does hit it. You got a swivel at the cut joint right here, but you also have a swivel at the regular joint. I don't know, just in case you need extra swivel. You get a rocker about that much, and no toe tilt, none of that stuff. I think he's exactly the same. He does have a little bit more back here, if you can see. I think all this stuff is where it should be. I'm not certain though, because there is some stuff that you need to do on both bots. So when you get these guys, I'll show you on this one. This right here, the skirts are up, and this thing right here is down into his crotch, which is that's for, and this is down. But I think, I think most people would just flip this up just how to have it, just because it looks a sight. But then you would have to flip this around, put that up there, and then just pull these skirts down. I think that's all I had to do on both guys. Both are exactly the same. As you see, his skirts are up. I think I left them up just a little while ago, a couple minutes ago. They made sure he don't have any toe tilt. No, he don't have any toe tilt. Articulation is almost exactly the same. Like I said, besides the stuff back here. So let's get to transformation. You can pull this up. What I like to do, well, you can move this right here. Move that down. Spin this around. Kind of move the legs out. And then it plugs in right there. Like that. Then you move all these skirts up. I like to do this now because I will forget later, and then you can't get all this stuff out the way, so you can move this around like this. So once you do that, pull all this down. These skirts won't go down unless this is right in the middle. So there we go. You can move the head back, and you may need a spudger, you may not, but right here you want to get this up. Get that out of there, and then you can move that down. Once you move that down, you can spin this around like that. You can move this like that. Then you put the head in. Now these sides right here, you want to pull up. Right there, you can get it right there. You probably can get it with your finger. Just move that up. You can move this up here. But as you're moving this, you want to move this down. I know the directions said, well, there is no directions there, just a video that you can scan. But in the video, it shows you moving all of this all the way up and then moving this down, but then all this is in the way. So I just found it easier to move this down as you're moving this up. And then that like kind of goes into there like that. You see that? Then you can put the fist in. Move this so the elbow is down, because you're going to have to eventually move that down. And then you can move this fist in like that. Over here, you do the same thing right here. Move that up. Move this out, move this, and move this at the same time. Then I like to get that where it needs to go and push this in here like that. There you go. Lift that up, move this. Then you can move this down, and there's tabs right here that go into the side of the arm. They're not super tight, but they do keep it like that. Then right here, you can just move this out. Move this all the way out on this arm, and then move it up. Move this down like this. Move this down like this. And you can see the train start to form. And then you can put this in there like that. Put this in there like this. There's a tab. There's a tab, an inner tab, and then the outer tab. So inner tab should be in, and outer tab, of course, is out. That's why it's an outer and inner tab. You move this down, spin this around, and clamp it shut. It kind of solidifies everything to keep it right. You want to move these skirts up. You can move this down now. I just move it down, get it out the way. Close these together. Make sure it's straight. Close this together. There's a series of tabs right there, and all up and down here. Then you can move this down. This will go kind of underneath this. There you go, like that. You can kind of start to see what it's doing. This right here, you want to move down, move up, and move back down. Move this down, up, and back down like that. And that makes room so you can, so it's not so far out. So now you can get this right here. Move this like this, move this down here like this. And oh, there we go. Could not find it to save my life. That's why. This little piece here. So that piece fell out. That's not the greatest, but it feels tight. I don't know. Maybe I just flicked it out. But yeah, this has a tab here. And there's a tab inside right here that goes into this leg. Now that tab is tight, so you got to try to push that in. And there we go. And then these can just go underneath. Again over here. Where is it at? I got lost. Move this down. And again, that tab that goes in there, that's the tightest tab on this thing, I think. Then and you can bring his gun in for storage, and there's a hole right here, and it goes in there, and the barrel goes between the arms. If I can get him. I can't. There we go. And here he is in train mode. Very nice. Nice feeling, even though I see like plastic, the bits of, I guess, nylon, I don't know, but it feels okay to me. It feels nice. It's solid. It has wheels. They're not too great though. They're not the greatest wheels. But I mean, it is what it is. So let me do this guy real quick. I'm just do him. And even though the front is different, it's like super intuitive. Pull this down. I'm gonna do it super quick though. Pull this down, flip that around. Move his skirts up. move his skirts up, move this out like this, leave it out so I got room. Just move that up, spin his legs around, put the skirts back down, put everything back down. Up here, move his head down like that, get this out of there, move that down, spin it around, then move this in here. And when I say exactly the same, the parts look different, but it's exactly the same. So you just move this up, move this up, move these up, move this down at the same time, like I said before. And then you can kind of seat that in there like that. Move this like this. Might as well move the hand in now. Same thing over here. Move this up, move this down at the same time. Move his arm like that. Get this in there. There we go. Think I got a piece missing. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be missing. I don't think so though. It looks like, yeah, I don't know what that is. Why it's like that. Who knows? Maybe it's part of. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. But anyway, put this together like that. Pull this down here like this. There we go. This goes down and plugs in, and then you can move this around and over and down, move this around, over and down. So then you make room for this thing, move down, this in here like this. Leg peg again is tight. Man, yeah, that peg is tight. Same thing over here. I'm sure this one is too. Move that down. Man, that's red knuckle in that thing. These down, move down. You know there's a thing in the side of the arm. Oh, I forgot to. Going too fast. Move that down there. Put that in there. And then this, you can kind of, like I said, you can tell. Move this down here. Get it situated to where you need it. Like that. Like that. Then you move this nose cone around. Maybe you should have did that first. Intuitive is I don't know what, and then it's the same mechanisms. It's the under, over, like that, and over here, the same thing. Fix this. Bring his, and it's exactly the same. As long as the arms are right. It's just so little, it's hard to get in there like that. Giggity. And here we go. Here we are with the trains. You see how they look, how they compare. I'm not going over combine mode in this video. I will do that though, since I'm in for the whole set. Whether I keep it or not, I don't know, but I do like them. Like I said, they're not without the flaws. They don't feel like the greatest quality, but it's not bad quality either. And I like the way they look. I like the way they transform. They look pretty great. They remind me of Moon Studios. I mean, they have the same design, so they would remind me. All right, so thanks for watching this video. If you made it this far, and I'll get up with you in another one.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.